Thanks for sticking around. We have joining us now Ceres Wright. And Ceres, you got to visit Uniontown and be on Going Live once in the past, so I guess our viewers there in the area will probably know or remember you. A guest that was on with Matt Betts.
Right?
Another Raw Dog author.
She's Dog Star. She and Matt are our two debut authors for Dog Star. So we're very excited.
Ceres, what's your current project?
Well, in 10 words or less, it was post-apocalyptic Earth. Some have tech, some don't. Mix and match, and there you have it.
See, she's all about that tech. She's all about the cyberpunk and the tech and everything. I think that's awesome. COG, we will also say, COG sold out really fast at the book signing last night. That was the first time anyone had seen it. I didn't
even see it.
I didn't either.
I didn't even see it.
The two editors have not seen an actual physical copy of the book yet because it just went. No, I have not. Yeah. But congratulations, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, and this was only the soft launch. The big launch isn't until DogCon 2 in Columbus in August.
At Thurber House.
Yes, at Thurber House.
You better make sure you have extra copies of that book.
Yeah, exactly.
better order some more if they're selling out so quickly.
There were a couple of people I didn't even see or get to touch their books, anything. Yeah, it was great.
Well, you saw how massive that signing was.
Sure, absolutely.
And next year, I think we're going to take over the other half of the gym.
Wow.
It might happen. It might happen.
It very well could.
Natalie will go crazy.
So, Ceres, why don't we talk a little bit about COG? And, I don't know if we got to when you were on the show before, but talk about who your favorite character is.
My favorite character was Thea Wayans, who was the government agent, and she's this badass agent who has to get her man, and she had an affair with the man she wants to get. So it's like a revenge type of thing. It really, galls her, so she puts extra effort into carrying out her mission.
Yeah, she is a pretty incredible character.
Thank you.
Yes.
Did you pull some inspiration from different places, or one person, or
Oh no,
her character?
I'm always reading, I'm always getting information, so it just sort of gels as I'm writing, and I can't, point to one source.
All these composites.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Who are some influences on your writing? Were you, as a child, a fan of books?
Yes, science fiction book was my first favorite book, The Wonderful Flight to the Mushroom Planet. I love that book. It has cocoa stains on the pages.
Oh, wow.
And but I didn't read William Gibson or Cyberpunk until I was older, because I hadn't heard of it. I heard it was weird, so I sort of steered away from it because I listened to mysteries at the time.
How funny. I would have never guessed mysteries.
But then I read it and I was like, oh wow, this is fantastic. So it was William Gibson, Richard K. Morgan, Pat Cadigan, Reed Rucker, Louis Shiner, Bruce Sterling, all of them.
So what about other forms of storytelling? We've been talking to our authors today about musical influences, motion pictures, television. Are you purely a bookworm, or do you enjoy those other storytelling methods?
I enjoy movies. Blade Runner is my favorite movie. It's like first cyberpunk movie, I believe. In fact, William Gibson saw the movie and was kind of sad because he thought that Ridley Scott had captured his world before he had even finished the book.
Interesting.
I hate it when that happens.
But I like to write online as well. So the interactive role play. It helps me develop characters and plot lines.
Yeah, I can see where that would work.
So you engage with your readers?
Mostly other writers, but there's some people who just read as well. But they're usually guests and lurkers, and you never know.
They're just reading everything that everyone else is writing.
So what do you do besides writing? What are some other skills or talents or hobbies that you have?
I can edit as well as write. I edit for my job. I'm a writer-editor for a management consulting firm.
Okay.
And other people ask me to look at their books and manuscripts, so I can do that as well.
And you can cook. You can cook like nobody's
Man,
business.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah.
I cooked some turkey and greens and macaroni and cheese for the first dog
I still taste that macaroni and cheese.
on something.
Yeah, the stuffing, yeah. That's right, she came in and the rest of us were putting together like Rice Krispies. And then here comes Ceres and she's like, get out of my kitchen.
So,
Glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, yes.
Of course we enjoyed it.
in your current book, in COG, what was the most difficult scene for you to write?
I would probably have to say when Nicole confronted her father, when she found out that he had been having an affair, and she had a half brother that she didn't even know about until he tries to kill her. And sort of because she adores
That's not a
her
dysfunctional
father.
family at all.
No, not at all.
She adores her father, so it's like this realization and change in her outlook toward her father that she has to deal with.
What made it so difficult to write? Just the complexity of the scene itself, or?
I think all girls, want to adore their father, and when you find out something about them that's kind of dark or twisted, it sort of changes you, how you look at them and how you look at other people.
Right.
So if you had to cast someone to be any of the characters in COG, or a few of the characters in COG, do you have ideas on who they would be?
Let's see. I think Kerry Washington would make a good Nicole, and
Who do you want for Thea? That's what I want to know.
Angela Bassett.
Oh, yes.
She's a great actress.
Yes, that would work really well.
And her father could be Morgan Freeman.
There you go.
I will go see any movie with Morgan Freeman.
See, he'll go
So,
see your movie
there you go.
already. Yes.
I'll listen to anything with Morgan
There
Freeman.
you, absolutely.
Yeah. Commercials.
Yeah, commercials.
So Ceres, we just have about a minute left. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the process that you use when you sit down to write? How do you plan out a project you're working on?
Well, I'm a pantser, so there's no real set process that I use. I usually have an idea, and I try to. In fact, I was sort of forced to pitch a story, and I had nothing, so I just started writing. And it's funny, when you're typing, it doesn't come as freely as when you write it out
I
by
agree.
hand.
Handwriting still.
So I would recommend that. I just came from a module plotting for pantsers, and they laid out everything very technically, but she said, I'm a pantser too, so you can take individual index cards and you can move them and match them and highlight. So you could visually see, is there too much pink here for your heroine? Do I need more blue for my hero? And you can,
Who did that workshop?
it was
Joe.
Joe.
Joe
yes.
Crozier.
Yeah, it was very good. I was in
was-
it as well.
It was
Sounds like a great way to plan it out
Yes.
and be able to visually look at it.
Are you going to use it?
I am.
I am too.
I have not used it.
I'm a big outliner, so
You're good.
So you're set. Well, hey, Ceres, thanks for being with us again. If someone wants to find out more about you or your projects, your books, are you on Twitter or Facebook,
I am on
believe?
Twitter at Ceres Wright, and I'm also on the web at www.cereswright.com.
Okay, well, hey, great to have you again and to visit us. And if you will stick around, we'll be back with more interviews from Seton Hill University in just a few moments.